Okay, so this is later in the same day as the previous recording, but this is probably going to be a different video on YouTube. So I've actually figured out Chromatic Monolith now. So yeah, there was this whole thing with, you know, the pink keys and how you get those to 0. And I finally figured out how you get them to 0, and that you don't actually need any extra master keys. So the whole thing with green, that there were 2 of these, that was just a big red herring, but I realized that pretty quickly after the stream, that there's really no way to make this work. You don't have any options. So here you do need a negative master key. And then this, also, this wouldn't work anyway, even if there was a negative master key on this, because you still would need one for purple. On stream I said something like, oh, it might work, but actually I went ahead and thought about it, and it wouldn't. So this is just purple. Now, this is pink. Alright. And then the order in which you do these, I think what I'll do to illustrate that is I just made some notes, basically, on how to... Yeah, I made some notes, so, you know, I had the realization that maybe I can use the sign flip in a different way than what I've done currently, which is just to sign flip the 4 and then to add 12 to get 8. I thought, you know what, why do I need to do a sign flip on 4 anyway? There's no reason. So what if I first get the sign flip on 4, then get the lock, the +1 lock to get -3. Actually, I needed to do it the other way around. Hold up. Let me write that again. So what if I do -1 on 4 to get 3, then sign flip this to get -3, then add 12 to get 9, -8 to get 1, -1 to get 0. But that doesn't work. Oh, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. You've gotta be kidding me. No, wait, sorry, it does work. The previous thing was correct. I'll just rewrite these notes once again. So, no, you get 4, you sign flip it, you get -4, then you open the -1, so it's actually +1, so you get -3. Then you add 12 to get 9, and then you do -1, 8 to get 1, and then you open the +1 to get -1, and you get 0. It was actually correct. The second line was correct. So, yeah. I just had a brain fart for a sec, and I thought it wasn't possible, but yeah. That's one option I never considered. I even considered some weird, really exotic options, like, what if you got 12 first? Then you could get this, and then you have 4, so you can still open this, and then you can sign flip and get -4 to get 0, but that just isn't possible, because then you would need to do this bottom path first, and you would need to get this. And I even considered, what if you get a negative amount of orange keys? Like, what if you get this, but then there's no way to get to 0? I calculated it, you're like 2 off. In the best case scenario. So yeah, this is really the option that's gonna work. So, yeah, that's a thing. Alright, so we definitely just do the top path here, that's guaranteed. Then for the second one, we do in fact just go over here and get this. Then we can, this is number 3 here, we can get this. And then we go here. We first get that 123 with a minus. Alright, and then we sign flip purple, get this. Now we have 3 and 123. We can just go over here and get this one. So this is all standard. This is all what I've been doing before, really. Okay, at this point, you do need to think about the order of this. I think this one was later than I thought it is. So that's important to keep in mind. I think what we can do now is actually do this area. Don't think there's any risk to doing this right now. I mean, I guess, yeah, no, then I do set orange in stone. Can I do this one already? No, but I have 0 orange. And I need the half orange starred for this. I also definitely can't do this yet. Yeah, no, it must actually in fact be this one. So yeah, basically the only 2 options you have is this and this path. But this path we want to do later because... Actually, wait, do we want to do it later? Yeah, no, we do want to, yeah. Because we want to do that -8 quite late. So yeah, we don't want to do this path quite yet. We don't want to do this. Now I have a negative master key, so I can already put that on here. And just get this. And then I can just move through here. Do I need 0 purple for anything else? Potentially. I won't get this one yet, quite yet. Anyway, now we need to star something, but we have 0 orange, so that's perfectly okay. And then to get through here, we do actually need some amount of orange, so I will get this. Alright. Now, the next area that we can do... We could actually... Could we do this one? We could. So I might just do this one already. Because what was the way to get to 0 orange again? So we did this already, we got 10, and then I just set -1. And then sign flip, and then add 3. Where's the add 3? Wait, what? Oh, that one. Yeah, okay. I don't know which -1 it would be. It could be this one, or it could be one of these. I reckon it's one of these. Actually, no, wait, you can't open any of these, can you? Because it's status effects, and it's always negative. So yeah, you can't actually open any of these. So it must be either this one or this one. But... well... Yeah, no, that doesn't really work. Okay, then I need to have the other one. Yeah, okay, so I actually... Okay. So here's the thing. If we do this... I don't... No, I actually... Wait. Hold up just a sec. I think this does work. But I don't want to get orange. Yeah. Okay, no, this does work. We go over here. I forgot to get the sign flip. Alright. So we still have orange starred, but this is fine. Because we'll get that other one when it's unstarred. So, okay. Now we're at 7 of these. We have 24 cyans, which is just going to allow us to kind of do stuff here. That's going to be better. So, yeah. For pink, we want to first sign flip and then get this one. So actually, we can get this now. We have -4 pink. We go over to here and we go through here. Now this is starred, so this is all good. And then we get this. We'll leave those other locks for later. Some of them, at least. We don't want to get this quite yet, I think. Although... yeah, no, that's for later. Okay, which path do we do next? Oh, well, we don't have many options left, do we? Oh yeah, also one thing I can definitely do right now is just get this. So then we're at 9. Alright. Then I think we can do this path now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I am mistaken. I think we need to do this one now. I mean, we only have 3 options left. And this one is going to be at the end. These 2 will also be at the end, so yeah. And then this one, we can't get rid of this. We can't get rid of this one eye if we don't already have this available. So we actually do need to go here. Alright. So now we have this. We get this cyan. Okay, and then pink. Alright, now we're at 1 pink, which is what we wanted all along. I don't know why I set that with such a weird inflection, but okay. We can now unstore orange, I think. Yep. Alright. So let's do that. Cool. What else do we have? So, yeah, we can also get 0 purple if we need to do that, but that's not quite yet. Let's see here. I think now we need to do this top one. Because now this outside is going to be white. No, we actually need to keep that for later. That's... no, we need to keep that for later. Do I need purple on the outside? I guess, yeah. Okay, one thing I can just do, because I know that I have to do this, is get this to 9. And then, yeah. Don't sign flip it yet. Because I need 1 here. So then yeah. I can also get this for good measure. Yeah, I think we do this now. Where I'm going to... oops. I mean, it doesn't really matter, actually. As long as the pink one doesn't become brown, it's fine. So yeah, we get rid of that. We get rid of these 2. I need a 3rd one. Oh god, I don't have a 3rd one. Oh, don't tell me this is where it's gonna fail. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Anyway, I can get rid of another one? Don't think so. I mean, I can use this, but then I need to double it up, so that doesn't work. Is there any point at which I can get rid of those status effects? Not really. Otherwise, I could open one of these orange ones instead of the other one here. Oh wait, I figured it out. Never mind. I don't want to open this one specifically. Yeah, okay, no, that works. Because now we can open this, we can open this, we can open this. And then finally, we sign flip this. So now we're at... Oh, whoops. First... Oh, wait. I messed up. We also, in the middle of that, we need to open this. Now we still have one. From... This actually does not matter. Why am I doing this? Anyway. Okay, we get rid of that last one here. And then the outside is still brown on those glitch locks. So we can go ahead and get this one. That's good. Now we're at 0 brown, so we can actually open up this thing and move on. So next stop is actually going to be this one. Okay, so we want to preserve this. So in order to do that, we grab this. And apply that. Is there anything else where we need to apply an effect? I mean, there shouldn't be, right? I mean, this one should be purple, but we can get purple from the bottom here. So I don't think we have any other issues. So I think we can get that -1 now. Okay. Then... Okay, we can get the 1 purple now. Do we have enough to open this? Well, we can just check. We do! So now we get -9 black, which we don't need exactly 0 black, right? Otherwise we'd be a bit screwed. Nah, there's nothing saying that we need 0 black. So that's all perfectly good. And then, yeah. Wait, did I not get this? Oh, I know, okay. I probably undid a stop at some point. So yeah, we get this. This is -1i. And then we apply that to here. Which is... Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't want to get that -1 yet. Whoops. Hold up. I need to backtrack a few stops. Yeah, I think I need to backtrack to here. I need to get this. Because I didn't do that. And then we can actually do this path again. So we go over here. Now the last lock we opened is again white. So we can get this. Go up here. Brown that bad boy. And then don't get -1 just yet. First, just go through here. We get -9 again. Oops. We do this. Bam. So the -1i has been obtained here, and now we can apply this here. So as you can see, this should work, I think, hopefully. Potentially? Wait, that feels like the wrong sign, though. Is it 6 white or -6 white? I think we need 6 white. Oh god, don't tell me. White costs 6. Trust that it works, I guess. I don't know. Oh god. Anyway, we now need to get 0 of all of these. So we already have 0 master keys, that's good. So yeah, 0 purple, 0 that is all easy now because we've set it up. So I do need to get this so that I don't ruin anything else. Bam. 0. 0. Yeah, we can get this now, which is -10. Then we can get this and this. Now we're at -6, which perfectly works with this lock. So now we're at 0. Then we just need 0 purple. Now I don't have 0 purple, so I do need to go down here and get this. God, there's a lot of moving up and down in this, but it does go quite quickly for being such a large puzzle, to be honest. Okay. Good. And now we can open this. Yes. Good. Okay, this is the furthest we've gotten. Let's see now. So we literally only have one path left. And there's not a lot of stuff left in the level. So yeah, let's see here. So we get -9, but let's first hope that this works. It does not. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't freaking work. And if I do this, then I get -9i. Then I can get 6i of white. But guess what? That's not gonna get us to the end. Because we need 6 white. Why did the signs not match up? It's so weird. Because, like, there is nothing else you can do, right? Let me just see that everything else works. If I get all of this, we have -7 green, we have 4i red, 4i blue. Yeah, which is good. We have 0 purple, 0 this, 0 that. Yeah, everything works except for white. What the hell is wrong with white? Why does it not want to work? So close, man. I wonder, we still have this left. Is this relevant in any way? Well, we could get 6i from that. But that's just not useful at all. I mean, yeah, you can get 6i purple from that, but like this lock needs 6i purple. That's literally everything, but like that doesn't do anything. Right? Except... Wait a sec. No, that doesn't do anything. It just straight up doesn't do anything. I feel so weird that that doesn't work. Because, like, even if I were to get this lock, I would get -6 white, which I can't sign flip white anywhere. I need +6, so, like, this level is just impossible again. What? This doesn't work. This is the only bicolored door, I think, in the entire thing. Right? Of the only bicolored glitch door, at least. Is there a glitch sign flip in here somewhere that I'm forgetting about? No, right? I mean, there's nothing. Like, we again have two problems, which is, first of all, how do I get a positive number of black? But, like, I think might be able to think that through and actually get that to work. But then the other problem is much bigger, which is just, how the hell do I make this to where I gain white? It needs to be -1i. So I would need to open this in the imaginary view. God, wait, I have a weird idea. What if you... Because here's the thing, right? If I got this to be -1i, we'd be good. But the only ways in which you can do that are by... You know, you have to, like, open it, but then you have to open it from having 0. So, like, how the hell do you do that? Let me just try something. Yeah, no, that doesn't change anything. As I expected. The hell? Okay, we're gonna go back a few steps to... Oh god, I actually need to go back quite a few steps. To here. Is there anything I could have done differently here? Like, let's say I had fewer green keys. Would that influence anything? Okay, I do see a world in which I actually only have 3 green keys at this point. That is a thing. No, that's like actually not possible, never mind. No. Because then you couldn't open this. Okay. But yeah, in the event that you would have 3 green keys, you would get -5 black, which is actually not useful at all. If you had 1 green key, you would still have negative black. So yeah, no. This one's not useful, so yeah. This doesn't... Yeah, okay. It actually multiplies it by I. Just wanted to confirm, I guess. If I look at it in the imaginary view, it doesn't change, of course. I'm really considering whether I actually want to put this here or maybe do something else with it. It's just... the only white in the entire stage is gained there. So it must be that lock. It's just something I'm overlooking. I know there's like things with Underflow. Like I know you can do that, I just don't know how to do it in this specific case. How do I get -1 high? Well, can I just try opening it? Maybe if I just try opening it. But also, like, this -1i master key is making the problem worse. Like, it's steering me in the wrong direction, right? Because it's making this 1i, whereas before it was 0i. So... I don't think I need to apply this here. And actually, this might just be a bait. Hold up. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to reset the level and try something in a different level just to see how that mechanic works again. But I'm fairly certain I'm not missing anything there. Oh well. We'll just get this then, I guess. So 23. No wait, I first need to hold up. Did I already open this? Yeah, I did. Never mind. Oh, my game's lagging a bit. Okay, well... yeah? Wait a sec. What if I... no, that doesn't work. Oh well. Yeah, of course this doesn't work. Do I, in this view, maybe use 6 brown keys to open this? No, right? Because that doesn't work. It would need to be -6. And then, yeah. Nah, I'm stuck again. God damn it. I don't know. Maybe green. Maybe if this is green, and then I get rid of one of these. Maybe that's why this intermediary step is here, I don't know. That's the only idea I still have. I mean, how am I gonna even have green be the last color that I open anyway? Yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna have to reset, and I'm gonna have to check out a different level for a sec. That's unfortunate, because we were literally right at the end. Literally all I needed was just the one freaking sign flipper. But like, each time I make progress in that map, and like, then I hit a wall, like, I feel like it's even more impossible than before. Because like, that's so fundamental, that thing, that like, how would it work? Like, how? Anyway, let's go to Underflow. I don't know where it is. Here. Because this level also had stuff in this vein, right? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright. I mean, did I gain a lot of insight from that? That was just doing it in a different order. I mean, all I did there was just use 2 master keys on that. But yeah, I don't have access to one eye. I only have access to negative one eye. Which, for this level, I absolutely needed the use of both signs, so like, yeah, I don't really see it actually. I think I've mentioned this before, but you could theoretically make the ending like, oh wait a sec, don't tell me. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I had the idea that maybe you could use, okay, you have a negative one eye, you use that here, and then you add this here, then it would just double it, so actually that doesn't help. But yeah, if you were to apply a negative one eye here, what would that give? That is an interesting thing to think about. It would give vastly different results. You know, I might just try that because I have no other ideas, and you know, everything we did before now I think is pretty correct, so we'll just have to do all that again. Oh well. At least I don't have to explain it all, and I know what order to do things in now, so this is gonna go pretty quickly. That's one thing that's still very nice about this game. You know, executing the solution never takes a lot of time. Except if in that one level in, you know, World 12. Is there any reason for me not to get that right now? Don't think so. Yeah, no, we can just get that. Alright. Alright. Let's see. So, what if I do this? Okay, that's 1 + 1 I. Those all work. -6 I think also works if I get the first one. And then I still have 6i white, which also works. But then the problem is I can't open it normally. So, yeah, I don't actually solve any problems with that, do I? But it is interesting. It might just be another red herring though, but we'll see. Maybe it ends up being what we need. Wait. What if I make the outside of this... Hold up a sec. What if I make the outside of this... Oh my god, that is the best plot twist I've ever seen in any map. Ever. Holy... That is so good. That is actually... What the... That is so good. That is so good. Oh my god, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, now it all makes sense. Okay, so you get this. And then what you go over here and you lock this in on white. And then we go over here, we just do this. This doesn't actually make any difference, it's just so we can get back. So that's why there are 2 bridges. Okay, and now we can go back and do all this. So, yeah, this still works. Oh, that's insane. That's actually one of the best plot twists I've ever seen. Holy. So yeah, I don't actually double this one up. I was like so certain of it, but yeah, I completely forgot that the entire lock that you're trying to open at the end, that's also a glitch lock. That's so weird though, like, just the fact that you don't have enough keys, and then you make it harder for yourself by doubling this up, but actually it works out in the end. Because then you get the key types that you need. That's so weird. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Okay. Do need to actually think about the correct order to do all these in. Because I can't do this, because then I'm screwed. Because then it's white. And then it's gonna change. So... Okay. Yeah, I just need to change up the order a bit. Got it. So we go here, we make this bran, and oh wait, I already destroyed one of the bridges. Okay, yeah. So here's a point where we don't have both of the bridges destroyed. We can just go over here, and then get this. Yeah, okay. And then you do this. We get back. And then the next time we're going over here, we're actually going to make it purple. So... okay, for now, what I want to do is get everything to 0. Alright. I still have purple remaining. For that, I'm gonna need to go down here. Beautiful. Actually beautiful. One pure key. And then this is why they're separated. Okay, so damn. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, so we get 6i. Or we get 6i white. We also need to get this. And then we leave those 3 there. We're now going to open this lock. Not in this view, because we can't. But in this view, because we have -1, we have -4, we have -7i. We have 6i. Oh my god, that's so good! That's so good. Wait, I can't get back now. Oh wait, but I don't need to. Right? Because... oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, how do I get back? We might have a problem here, guys. How do I get back? Yeah, I still need one of those bridges active, actually, at the end. Okay, so now we have a bridge problem, but that's it. That's it, and then the level's done. Alright. So how do I do everything with just one bridge? We make this brown, I think. Hold up. Is there any point earlier at which I open this? Oops. Okay, we need to go back a lot. You know what? I think this is going to be the last time anyway. We're just going to reset one more time. And I'll just speedrun this. So, we get the top path. We get the 64i. We go to here. These don't affect us. This goes away. We get that 2i cyan. Number 3, we go over here, we do this, we get these 2 sign flips, which don't do anything. Then we go over here, get the -123. Oops. I should probably get the pure key as well. Alright, then we go over here. Maybe... wait... no, we definitely go over here. Yeah, we get this, we get this, we get this. Good. Now, next up is this part, which I'm just gonna do the bottom path. And then this I will also do, because it doesn't hurt us. But this I will leave for later. Because we need purple on the outside at some point. Then, next up, we have... we have to star orange. So, we go over here, we get this, we get 10. Actually, I've just realized, I think I can... No, I can't sign flip that, but that would be a mistake. No, I can actually, wait. Yeah, no, I can. I can already do this. Nope, we can't. No, 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 no. Because we need 1 for the lock there. Okay. God, I almost forgot. That would have been a bit disastrous. Okay, so now... No, we don't do this section yet. We first go over here, do this part. Get that, do this part. Go over here, get this. Go bottom left now. We get these. We get the sign flip on pink. Which allows us to open this. We're allowed to get this now. No, top right first. Okay. Do that, do that. It's really elegant when you do it all, to be honest. Alright, now I need to pay close attention to what I'm doing. So... brown. Okay. Well, no, wait, we don't get brown just yet. That is already the first mistake. We first go over here and get this. Then we get brown. Then... we go up here, do this. Alright, then that's good. Then we can save a bridge later. And now we need to get this to 0, which shouldn't be too hard now. We just have to... I can get that. I can get this as well. And this and this. Sign flip. Okay. Then... is it time for the top left one now? No, first you have to get this, of course. Okay, get that, and now we need to... now we need to use brown on 2 things. So first, we go ahead and use it over here to lock this in. I just realized I forgot to unstore orange, but that's actually fine. We can do that at any point, really. Okay, and now... here's the thing, though. If I want to do that, if I want to make this be brown, then I need to... Wait, how did I do it before? I had a strategy before that worked. Oh, no, wait, I figured... yeah, no. We don't actually need to make that bottom one. Yeah, we don't need to do anything with that. We can just go over here now. Yeah, so... Okay, because here's the thing, now we can get this, and now we go down here. And we actually don't want this to be brown. So we'll just do the -1 on that. We just want it actually to be the last thing we opened. Alright. Now we can go over here. Proceeds to realize that this was completely unnecessary with the brand, but oh well, it's an alternative strat, I guess. Okay, then we need to unstar and get this to 0, and then just get everything else to 0. Okay, that's all 0 now. Good, 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 good. Alright, we go over here, we get this. Now, -9i. We can also get this one. Don't get anything else. Get this. Now we have 6i white. Alright. And now we use one final bridge. So first we open this, which gets us 6 plus 6i. So now we have the right number of white keys. But first, we need to go back here. And go all the way back up to the top, because they really didn't feel like putting this in a better spot. I guess, yeah, it would be too obvious if they were closely related in space. Alright. And then... Yes! Let's go! Oh my god. Wow. That was such a fun level. I know it took me ages, literal ages to beat that level. But, we actually did it. Do you have anything to say? Well, this is probably... Yeah, no, this is... This. Oh, here, I graduated. Guess what I did? Congratulations. Haha, I get it because it's like graduating. You gratulated. I did. It was one heck of a puzzle. Pretty fun too. Appreciated. So, what'll you do now with your new diploma and whatever a key-based subject would be called? I need to come up with a pun. Hold up. I can't. But there's probably some funny pun waiting for us. I don't know. Guess I'll get back to exploring for now. Have fun in the great beyond. I shall. That would certainly be quite the thing to say to someone out of context. Oh yeah, that sounds like you're dying. Anyway, we already did the great beyond, in fact. The game really didn't expect me to do that one so late, I guess. So yeah, that finishes up everything in this circle, in this pentagon. Actually, no, wait. We'll call this a hexagon. This a pentagon. We finished this line. We've done everything in this. This. We haven't done everything here, and also here. These are the only two things remaining in the game. All right. So, that's not for this time, but that will be for next time. So, yeah. Okay, I know this was a short recording. I might tack on the World Omega stuff later, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just release this as is. Anyway, bye-bye.